Someone told me that my body would be ruined after baby. Somebody told me that my body will never be the same after baby. If you have ever believed that, like I used to believe when I first had my son, then you are in the right place. Those lies caused me time and my confidence in my postpartum fitness journey. And this stops today. I'm going to help you unlearn these 3 lies in this live stream that's going to help you move forward in your postpartum fitness journey. So let's everybody get in here. I am going to be on my laptop with my notes. Let me pin my comment. Also, if you're new to the live stream, you can drop your name, where you're tuning in from. Let me know if you have any questions. You can drop that in the comment section. I will get to your questions at the end of the live stream or during the live stream. So the comment is pinned. So today I do want to introduce myself. I am Rachel. I'm a postpartum fitness coach. I help postpartum moms like you rebuild their strength and fall back in love with their bodies again. Today, we are talking about the biggest lies that held me back, and I had to unlearn, and I'm going to help you unlearn these lies today too. So in this live stream, I am going over 3 lies that we are going to unlearn together. I've already unlearned them. It's a continuous mindset work that you're having to keep work through. It's not just one time we talk about this and we're done. We're going to keep talking about this because it's not talked about enough in the postpartum fitness space. So let's get into it. I know the beginning part struck you. It struck a nerve to you because I know you've heard that before. I know you've seen on social media moms or people just saying anything, just in our minds just absorb what it's saying. They're saying, oh, your body is ruined after baby. Oh, get used to this body that you're in because you're not going to be able to rebuild or get your body back, your pre-baby body back. That's a lie. Before I start and go into these lies, the first thing I want to talk about before I talk about these lies is that mindset of the identity of that pre-baby body. You now have, whether it be 1 baby, 2 babies, 3, multiple babies. You are not going back to your old identity of being in your pre-baby body. That is something, I don't know where it came from. It's been in the postpartum fitness industry for a very long time, and we need to stop telling ourselves about, oh, my pre-baby body, my pre-baby weight, blah, blah, blah. No, that's one of the lies we're going to talk about in a few. But first lie we are going to talk about is you have to accept your mommy pooch, your posture issues, or your mom butt, or a combination of all 3 as your new normal. This one, first of all, I know a lot of moms are like kind of unsure. Okay, what is a mom butt? What is a mommy pooch? My posture seems normal. Okay, so the mommy pooch is whether you had either a natural birth or you had C-section. So if you had a C-section, it's like an overhang. If you have a mom pooch, it's like it sticks out and it's very noticeable. So when you like wear clothes or you're in the fitting room, you're like, I'm doing such and such, and I'm like, why my stomach's sticking out? You feel like it's a difference in your core after you had your baby, because a lot of moms don't know that when you have your baby, your actual abdominal muscles actually stretch so they can make growing room for your baby in there. And then moms think that, okay, after my 6 weeks, they're supposed to stretch back. And I've come to tell you that that's honestly not true, because a lot of moms still deal with ab separation after the 6 weeks, even after a year, because they're thinking that it's already closed back together. Their doctor didn't check it, so they're just out there with information like, okay, it's closed, and it's not. But it does not magically come back together for some moms, and that's when you may have the diastasis recti. You feel like, oh, mom, I have a soft belly, or I have a weak core. My core does not feel the same as it did before I had baby. So you're just like, what changed? And you don't get no answers from your actual doctor. So you're just like stuck Googling at 2 a.m. trying to figure out, okay, what can I do about this? Oh, why does this happen? And this can happen during pregnancy or after you're like postpartum, because it can happen during both. And then with your posture, I have to mention lower back too, because the diastasis recti with the mom pooch, that's also another symptom as well, lower back pain and your posture issues. So when you have a baby, you're carrying it 9 months, 40 weeks or whatever, and the weight actually shifts forward on your pelvis. So it it also shifts for if you're like breastfeeding, or you're like hunched over when you're feeding the baby, or you're not. I know this seems like kind of obvious to look at, but we don't pay attention or have awareness of our actual posture until we're like, why is my lower back hurting? Why am I experiencing these symptoms? And then you might have a rib flare. You might your body is trying to stand upright, but you're like immediately in pain. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna do these random stretches I found off Google and just hope for the best. But that's also another sign when you're having lower back pain or you're having posture issues that your core is still weak and it needs to be retrained and reconnected again. And then for the mom butt, so for your mom butt, it's basically your glutes went flat after having babies. So I know pregnancy, like I said earlier, 9 months, 40 weeks or whatever, and your glutes basically turned off. And the reason they turn off is with your loosening of your pelvis, and your body is in it's like a stiff, like one posture is what I would call it. And then that's how some moms develop the anterior pelvic tilt, is because their body stay in a posture so long, either during pregnancy or after pregnancy, and they're like, my butt is gone, my back is hurting, I still see this mom pooch in front of me. You have to wake your glutes back up in order for your butt to come back. But you have to do this with, like I told you earlier, a strategic reconnecting your core, rehab, and then rebuilding. It's not rebuild and just hope it comes back, because you can do all the rebuilding with doing the weight training, and then you're like, okay, I'm not seeing any progress. So what most moms do during this, like when this lie that they heard, is they either stop moving or they just do tons of cardio, or they get cleared by their doctor and they go do running, they do HIIT training, they do strength training once they're cleared, and then they're like, my core still does not feel right. I'm like, I may be seeing a little bit of progress here and there because my nutrition or whatever, but then my core still looks the same. So another thing moms do is they accept that discomfort is okay. They accept this as their new normal. Like, okay, I got this mom pooch, I got this mom butt, my glutes are flat, or I got this bad posture, or this lower back pain. I gotta deal with this for the rest of my life. And then you go have 2, 3, 4 more kids, and you're like, this is like so uncomfortable. This is like something's got to give. Something's got to give. And you want something to give, but you don't know the solution to. Actually lost track of thought. I'm sorry. So my brain is like went blank, because I'm like, oh my goodness, this is like so good what I'm saying. But your brain, I know I'm true. But let me go back to my notes, because that's why I take notes, because now my brain will start trying to tell me things. What most moms do. But you don't have to do what most moms do. You can actually, what you need to do is actually being intentional and aware of your posture. I know like some moms sit all day. You have to be aware. Are you hunched over when you're sitting? Are you, when you're doing the dishes, are you clenching your butt cheeks together? Because that's another sign of the mom butt. You have to be intentional about things you're doing. Is your core, when you're trying to like stand up or like pick up the car seat or put your toddler into the car, I'm like, are you paying attention to your core, or you're just like leaning over and you're just taking all the pain in? Because as soon as you buckle them in and you're like, you close the door, you're like, oh man, my body is like, whoa. Your body's like, whoa. So that discomfort. But also what you can do is doing the postpartum safe exercises. So on my page, TikTok, Instagram, because I'm going to post this on YouTube as well. But if you're on my TikTok or my YouTube, I said YouTube. If you're on my TikTok or Instagram, there is plenty of videos that I show postpartum safe exercises that are only 10 minutes that you can do. And a lot of the videos, they're going to be like, okay, this seems like, okay, too easy. Okay, first of all, it seems easy, but it's going to actually help retrain your core so you can get your foundation down. And then we progress into the core rehab and then into the rebuilding with the weights. Because if we try to go to weights first, then something may happen in between there. And then you got to really take a step back. I'd rather you take a step back now and I learned that mindset of like, this has to be your new normal, and then actually change your body one day at a time. So if you're thinking that then your new normal is your mom butt, your bad posture or lower back pain, or the mommy pooch. I wrote 3 down and I almost forgot one. If you're thinking those 3 are your new normal, the mom butt, your mommy pooch, or your bad posture or lower back pain, it is not your new normal. You just have to have a plan, a strategic plan to actually help shift those things that you're going through, because it does not have to be a new normal. I thought it had to be my new normal until I learned everything that I learned, and that's why I'm giving everything that I've learned back to this live stream, back to my clients, back to the videos that I post on my page, because it's not talked about enough in postpartum fitness. We're just supposed to be mothers, and our bodies and taking care of ourselves is just go on the far back end. And you're like, I can't keep doing this of like not putting me first. And by the way, this live stream is brought to you by my one-to-one custom postpartum fitness program. So this is a program where we work together, whether it be 3 months or 6 months, and I create you a fully customized program for your schedule, your body, and your needs and your goals. And for this program, it's not a one-size-fits-all. We talk about mindset. You have accountability. We talk about strength training. We talk about the postpartum safe exercises that will help you reconnect, rebuild, and rehab your core. We also talk about nutrition. That is also given the program. We talk about your hormones. So this program is for you whether you are 6 weeks, 6 months, 1+ year, 5+ years postpartum. Because postpartum is not just, oh, I'm at my 6 weeks and then I'm done. No, postpartum is a continuum. So if you want more information about my one-to-one program, you can comment. I forgot you can't comment on TikTok, but you can comment on YouTube, because this video is going to be posted on YouTube, or you can send me a DM on Instagram, focus the number 2 get fit. This is my platform and page on all 3, and I will answer your questions about the program that you have, or if you just want the direct link, just let me know and then I will send it to you. And also, we're getting into lie number 2. So now back to our regularly scheduled program. We talked about this one a little bit earlier at the top of the live stream, but this is a lie that replays daily for a lot of moms and a lot of moms that I've worked with. My body is ruined after baby. I know you told yourself that. I know you heard that lie. And this belief actually keeps moms from trying. This belief actually keeps moms from like saying, maybe I can do this. Why not me? Why can't I get my body back? You thinking your body is ruined, and you think you have to settle for, like we were just talking about, for lie number 1, the mommy pooch, the mom butt, or the lower back or posture issues. You think you have to settle for that, and you think that, okay, there's nothing I can do to get my body back. I didn't get no plan. Really, I'm just winging it off, looking on social media, hoping these exercises will help me, but then they're really not helping me. And then that lie embeds into your mind, and then your mind just starts giving you evidence that, you see, oh, look at this mom, she let herself go, or she didn't take care of herself, so this has to be true, which it does not have to be. That's why you have to get around a community of moms that, my brain is going so fast because I'm so excited about this topic. You have to get around a community of moms that actually show you that they're doing the work. You can't just say, or listen to what social media says, and your brain is telling you, oh, your body is ruined, your body is ruined. You're getting that into your subconscious. But if you provide evidence and take action, the evidence is being in a community of moms that are taking action, and they're showing you that, okay, I'm a mom. They may have 1, 2, 3, 4, or more kids, and they're like, I'm still showing up for myself. I got a comment on Threads yesterday. This mom, she has multiple kids. And she is, I'm going to definitely post that on my IG story, but she's a mom of multiple kids, and she's still showing up for herself. She did not believe the lie that, oh, my body is ruined after I have kids. Oh, I had to stay stuck. I had to stay in this new normal. I had to stay where I'm at. You don't have to stay where you're at. You just had to make a decision and just take action on that decision. When I made a decision to go all in on my postpartum fitness journey, I gave it to God, and then I did the work. I can't just say, oh, I want this change. Guys were like, okay, you want the change, but what are you going to do? Are you going to eat better? Are you going to do those exercises that you know you're supposed to be doing? Are you going to go on those walks? And then now later on my postpartum fitness training, are you going to show up to those workouts that you schedule for yourself? Because the more times you keep, I forgot to say this on the other live stream, but it came to my mind just now. The more times you keep canceling on yourself, not showing up on yourself, you are affecting your confidence. Because I know a lot of moms, they want to feel confident in their body. They want to feel good in their body. I know summer's coming up, but don't just pass the summer thing. All year long, you want to go to the park, get the fresh air of your kids. You're going to be like, I can actually run around the park and do X, Y, Z. Every time you cancel on yourself, you are providing your body and your mind more evidence that she's not serious. Your subconscious is thinking you're not serious. I had to learn this my own self. I started with 10-minute workouts. And I was like, 10 minutes? I'm used to doing an hour. What is this 10 minutes going to do in my journey when I'm used to doing an hour plus in the gym? I found out real quick that 10 minutes did a lot more than me trying to worry about getting the 30 minutes to an hour. And when I just had my son, I just focused on what can I do in this day to move my body? What can I do in this day to feel good in my body? Whether it be the food I'm eating, moving my body, getting on my walking path, going to the gym. Well, not in the beginning, but after the 6 months, going to the gym, being able to show up for me. Because every time I kept showing up for me, I would put a note in my calendar. So in my calendar, I said, okay, I can't get to the hour. What can I do? 10 minutes. What could I do in 10 minutes? I did my postpartum safe exercises so I could start rebuilding my core back. And then I had to progress from there. I didn't just go, oh, I'm clear. Now let me jump back into the 60 minutes. That 60 minutes, it won't go work because it was like a new schedule, a new season I'm in, trying to figure out motherhood, and it happens. But I figured it out. And that's why I'm giving y'all the game, because a lot of moms think, oh, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. What is that going to do? It's going to do a whole lot. It's going to program your subconscious that, oh, she's showing up for herself. She's taking action. The results compound after that. But if you never take action, if you never just say, what if? And let's say, there is still time in this day. It's in my time zone. I'm in, like, it's after 2. Have you even moved your body today? I know you said that you wanted to change your body this year in 2026. If you're still thinking to yourself like, okay, I got 24 hours in a day. I do sometimes think in my head, sometimes these 24 hours ain't enough, but I still find little pockets of time to show up for me. Did you show up for yourself today? If not just yet, because it's still early in the day. I know some people are 1 hour behind me, 2 hours, 3 hours. There's still time in this day. Even if it's just in your kitchen, you just doing diaphragmatic breathing while you're warming up the food. That is something to tell your brain, like, she is serious. She found this. The food may take 2 minutes to warm up. You're just like doing the exercise while you're waiting for your food to warm up, your family's food to warm up. And then you're done. You walk. Little steps add up. Just know your little steps add up. So we can't give up. You got to give your body credit for what it's already done. Yes, you birthed human or humans, so depending on how many babies you have, but it still can be done. You don't have to settle. Don't compare yourself to other moms. Yes, you see that there's evidence that they're showing up for themselves, but don't put yourself in the comparisons like, oh, I'm her same months postpartum, her same years postpartum. She's X, and I'm still at A. No, that comparison is a thief of your joy. If you let the comparison be a thief of your joy, you're going to rob yourself of the progress that you can have in your journey, and it's going to stop. It's going to stop you from even seeing progress because you're going to be like comparing. It's like, oh, okay, what's social media saying? Oh, what's this mom doing? Oh, it's going to be a competition in your head. The only competition in your head should be you versus you. Every day you show up, be 1% better every day. That's what I see it as. Every day I show up, be 1% better every day. Every day. That's my slogan, every day. Why not me? So this is why I'll let you know this is actually true. If you find the evidence of continuing to show up for yourself, if this week, today is Thursday, so we still have today, Friday, Saturday. My week starts on Sunday. If your week don't start on Sunday, then you still have Sunday. But my new week starts on Sunday because it gets me ahead of the week. That's a hack. But you still have time to show up for yourself. Your body can adapt to where you want it to go, but you just have to make the decision that I'm going to take action. I may not have the perfect action. You can look through my page on Instagram. You can look through my page on TikTok and find where you can start at. Oh, this video resonated? I'm going to start right here. She said do this diaphragmatic breathing for 5 to 10 minutes. As a matter of fact, don't even make it 10. Just make it 5 minutes. If you can't make it 5, make it 1 minute. Do something. And it's going to tell your brain that you are taking action. And that little action adds up every day. Every day. And your body is different now, but it's not ruined. We are not going to stay stuck and getting into a pre-baby body or your body is ruined cycle. You just know and that your body is different, but you can rebuild your dream body after baby. I've done it. I'm still rebuilding my dream body. I love my body where it's at right now. The muscle growth, the strength that I have, the energy that I have. It would not be possible if I would not have made a decision that enough is enough. I'm getting out of my own head. I'm getting out of my own way. I'm making a decision. Here we go. God said, okay, let's see how serious you are. I show myself every day how serious I am when I kept my promises to myself. Because if you want to rebuild your confidence, because if you keep telling yourself, oh, my body is ruined, if you want to rebuild your confidence, consistently show up for yourself. It don't have to be 5 days a week. You can have 2 days rest, walk on the rest of the days, and you say, okay, this week all I can give is 2 workouts for 15 minutes. You make that 15 minutes count. You make that 15 minutes count, because when you make it count, you're giving yourself evidence that, okay, I can show up and do the work. This one's my favorite. I'm just gonna be honest. But you got to show yourself what's possible. You got to show yourself that you can do it. And I know that your body will change over time. We just not going to go off of, okay, had to scroll down on my notes. You can't just say, oh, I did this for 1 week and I didn't see nothing. Sometimes it is not going to take a week. I'm just going to tell you that. You have to honor your body in the season that it's in. And if you can only give an X amount of time per week, you're going to show up for that X amount of time per week until you have more time in your season that you're in to have more time. We're not giving ourselves a timeline. We're taking ourselves off the timeline. When you take yourself off the timeline, off the outcome, it starts happening for you. The results start showing up for you. And by the way, this show is brought to you by my custom one-to-one coaching postpartum program. So in this program, we will work together week by week. You can either do 6 months or you can do 3 months with the program. And I am creating you a plan specifically for your postpartum needs, your goals, your wants and desires, for your schedule. And this is unique to you. This is not, okay, you get this plan and then my other client get this plan. No, you get this plan and my other client get this plan. No, you're getting a unique plan for your own postpartum goals, not somebody else's goals. So in this plan, we talk about fitness, we talk about nutrition, hormones. We make sure that you are following a schedule that works for you and that is sustainable for you. I give you the accountability. So this is for whether you're 6 weeks, 6 months, 1 year, 5+ years postpartum. If you want to feel good in your body, you want to have more energy this year. You are not just focused on like, okay, I want to get back to a pre-baby body weight. You're unlearning that mindset and you're ready to be fully supported. You can actually send me a DM on Instagram, focus the number 2 get fit. And then you just send me the word apply, and then I can send you the application link, or we can talk about it and make sure you're a good fit. So if you're on TikTok and you just want to go ahead and apply, that's in the top of my profile. So far, we've already went over 2 of the biggest lies, and now we're back to our live show, and we're going over the last lie, which is this one. This one got a lot of moms in the chokehold. You should be back to your pre-baby body within 6 weeks. I'm gonna let that one sit and marinate. Let's talk about it. This lie is so dangerous because moms will put themselves on a timeline and a pedestal of like, okay, I'm at my 6 weeks. My pre-baby body should show back up, or I should be back at my pre-baby weight. And this mindset is very harmful because, one, postpartum is not just 6 weeks. Postpartum is a continuum. Also, when you focus on only just weight loss after you have a baby, you don't even give yourself a chance to enjoy motherhood. You're thinking about, what's the next best diet? What's the next best exercise? What's the next best routine to help me lose this weight? You just had a baby. You just had a baby in you for 9 months, 40+ weeks, up to 40+ weeks. You just had a baby in you for 9 months, 40+ weeks, up to 40+ weeks. And you're telling me that you're saying, what's the quickest solution to losing this weight? And I know a lot of moms get hyped. What's the quickest solution to losing this weight? And I know a lot of moms get hyped nutrition. Some moms are on an adequate amount of nutrition, but eating more in their body or eating less. It depends on the situation, because you can say you're eating enough and then your body's actually holding on to the fat and you're actually gaining weight, which I've seen with working with a few postpartum moms. They're like, I'm doing all the right things. Like, why is this weight not coming off? They're so fixated on the number, but they're still forgetting that they're breastfeeding. Yes, you can lose weight while you're breastfeeding, but some moms can't lose weight while they're breastfeeding. They have to still get in their adequate amount of nutrients, adequate amount of doing with the water and etc. But sometimes their hormones and other things and other stress factors, etc., they got going on. It's just not their season and time for it just yet. And that's what a lot of moms don't want to hear. It's not their season and time just yet to lose the weight. But we have to unlearn, because this is a part of bounce back culture, snap back culture, that 6 weeks is enough time period to lose weight when you just had a whole baby 9 months. You had a whole baby 9 months, up to 40 plus weeks in your stomach, and you just imagine expect this weight to fall off. 50-50 for some moms. Some moms even lose the weight and then gain it right back in the 6 months. So that's what I'm saying. We can't put this weight loss number on a pedestal. Instead of focusing on a number on the scale, this is what your real goal should be. Because, like I said, if your body isn't ready for that season just yet to lose the weight, it's going to hold on to it. But when your body is ready to lose weight, you already have the habits that you should be doing to help you lose the weight. Habits being you're focusing on healing and rebuilding your core. You're making sure you're taking care of your hormones and your mineral, because your mineral supply and hormones do change postpartum and during pregnancy. So you're making sure to address that. You're making sure you're drinking enough water. You're making sure you're eating whole food meals, because a lot of moms say they're eating, but they're eating snacks. They're eating processed foods. They're eating junk food. And then they're saying, okay, it's not adding up. Why this weight ain't coming off? That could be the answer why the weight ain't coming off. But also, you have to focus on like your steps you're getting in. Once you're ready to work out and you've healed your core and you've done some rehab for it, then you can rebuild. Like, are you being intentional about your form? Are you making sure that you're not hunched over, all like having bad posture? That's another thing that's a goal to look out for. Are you having good posture? Are you creating a sustainable routine for yourself? Or are you just saying, oh, if you're putting your goals on a high pedestal, saying, oh, if it's either these hour workouts or none, you're in an all enough mindset. You have to set a sustainable routine for the season you're in. There's another mom that sent me a message a few weeks ago saying she found a sustainable routine that worked for her and where she's at right now. And she's like I think she was 6 or 8 months postpartum. She found a routine that works for her. She was rebuilding her core. She was doing her walks. She was getting her water. She was getting her nutrition. But she was not focused on the overall goal of weight loss. She did not have weight loss up here. And then if it didn't happen, oh, so be it. I'm giving up. No, she created a routine that she can stay with. So your body composition is going to depend on a lot of factors more than just the number on the scale. Strength training, when it's the time for you to get there, it helps rebuild your body, and it also helps with actually the body recomp. So rebuilding your dream body, you're like putting on more muscle, you're eating the foods, the protein, fats, carbs. Let me drink some water. The protein, fats, carbs, fiber. Fiber is very important postpartum. You're also... Make sure my water don't fall. You also want to look better and feel better in your body. So that's even more better than the scale, just to be honest. So let me check the comments section. And just to recap, we busted 3 myths that I want you to unlearn. I know it's not just going to be overnight that you unlearn these myths, but we talked about you don't have to accept that the mommy pooch, the bad posture, lower back pain, mom butt is your new normal. Your body is ruined after baby, and then postpartum fitness is just being on getting back to a pre-baby body in 6-week timeline. That timeline, throw it out the window. And my main takeaway I want you to have is that your body is not ruined. Your body is not broken. You just need the right strategy, the right plan to actually understand what it's going through. The mindset work is a main piece of what I help postpartum moms do, because a lot of postpartum moms think just, oh, it's just, what am I eating? Oh, what workouts am I doing? It's more than that. It's the mindset piece and the accountability. So if you do know that you are ready for your next step, you are ready to work on your mindset, you're ready to have that accountability and be supported, and you want to start rebuilding your strength back and fall back in love with your body while you're being a mom and motherhood, and you want a sustainable routine, then apply to my one-on-one coaching. The link is in my bio on TikTok, and then it is going to be in the description on YouTube. But if you have any questions, you can send me a message on Instagram. Focus the number 2 get fit. Comment the word apply. We can chat, see if you're a good fit, and I'll answer all your questions that you have, and then we get to work. We're not playing no games. 2026, we're already in February. March is like a week from now. So we're not playing no games in 2026. We're locked in. I didn't see any questions in the comments. This live stream, it was great. I hope you learned something. You can drop your biggest takeaway in the comment section. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And